We all know that jaywalkers are just idiots who put themselves in danger, and that carbon footprint was a term invented by people who cared about the environment. Or do we? Find out in another episode of my series, Oops, You Fell for Historical Propaganda. There are plenty of myths, but these two terms were not created accidentally. They were created by companies to make people blame themselves for systemic problems. Until the early 1900s, roads were for people. There was other stuff there, like horses and horse poop, but they were mostly for people. And people poop. Then cars showed up and started driving really fast, and they don't poop, which is good for the road situation, but the downside was they started to smush the people in the roads. There was momentum building to regulate where the cars could go, but then the car companies had a great idea. What if we blamed the people for getting smushed? They came up with the term jaywalking, with jay being an old-timey insult. If you got smushed by a car, they would be like, hey, you endangered that poor car. Get out of the way, bumpkin. And it worked. It became the most successful victim-blaming campaign in history. Car companies wrote laws that cities adopted saying that people were not allowed to be in the place that was exclusively for cars and car poop. And that same attitude is what led to the popularization of the term carbon footprint. See, we all know what caused climate change. It was the fossil fuels. But the fossil fuel industry was like, what if it wasn't our fault? What if it was your fault? The oil company BP created a huge marketing campaign about how people should be worried about their little tiny carbon footprints and not BP's giant ass carbon footprint. And it worked. We forgot about the systemic problem because we were so busy focusing on these bumpkins and their tiny feet.